Cambion are the result of the unholy union of humans and demons.
Cambion are, in essence, the offspring between a demon and a human. An incubus can impregnate a human woman in order to create a Cambion child, while a succubus can be impregnated by a human man to achieve the same thing. Another belief is that succubi extract a man's seed, give it to an incubi, who then impregnates a woman with it. Regardless of who does what to who, the end result is always a demon baby. Legend has it that Cambion are stillbirths. They don't breed or have beating hearts. Look predominantly human for the first 7 years of their lives, after which they slowly show their more demonic traits. They are said to be supernaturally beautiful and charismatic, and use their powers to seduce and control people. Oh, they are also eternally evil, so there's that.
Incubi and succubi were also medieval explanations for sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis is a very real phenomenon. It's a moment when either when falling asleep or just waking up a person is completely unable to move. It's often accompanied by feelings of fear and paranoia, and sometimes auditory and/or visual hallucinations as well. Its causes are still scientifically unknown, and not much is really known about it. Back in the Middle Ages, sleep paralysis was common enough that it seriously freaked people out. People who suffered from it believed that they were the victim of a supernatural or demonic attack, and many were happy to blame it on incubi and succubi. In the 13th century, a physician named Arnold of Villanova wrote down his thoughts on the victims of sleep paralysis. They know that they cannot speak nor freely make a sound. They attempt to remove the perceived impediment, for they strive to rise up. They perceive the cause of the impediment. With their spirits bound in a light sleep, and because their imagination and estimative faculty have not yet been bound by that sleep. Thus, since the chest and throat are prevented from expanding, they see through their imagination the shape of someone lying upon and strangling them.
Incubi and succubi were said to be the cause of nocturnal emissions.
Incubi and succubi were said to be the cause of nocturnal emissions.
The first succubus was Lilith, Adam's first wife, who refused to be subservient to him.
The first succubus was Lilith, Adam's first wife, who refused to be subservient to him.
Incubi were used as an explanation for children born in unsavory circumstances.
The Middle Ages were cruel to most people who weren't noble, rich, or pious. The period was also especially cruel to women in general. Anything that was sexually deviant was very often attributed to the devil himself. People found that it was far easier to place the blame on an incubus rather than allow the real reason for the misbegotten pregnancy to surface. In Robert Maslow's book Fallen Angels and the Spirits of the Dark, he notes that a certain Bishop Sylvanus assaulted a nun, and in his defense claimed he was possessed by an incubus. He was believed by the nun's own convent and received no punishment for his actions.
Some believe succubi and incubi are the same shape-shifting demon.
One of the more interesting beliefs about the incubi and succubi is that they are actually one and the same shape-shifting demon. Although most believed the demons were out to assault men and women in their sleep, plenty also believed they were simultaneously infertile. The idea is that the demon first turns into a succubus in order to extract the seed from a man. It then turns into an incubus to plant their tainted seed into a woman. The result is their true goal, the creation of the Cambion. Famous theologian and philosopher St. Thomas Aquinas wrote down his thoughts on Incubi, Succubi, and Cambion in his seminal work Summa Theologiae. Still, if some are occasionally begotten from demons, it is not from the seed of such demons, nor from their assumed bodies, but from the seed of men taken for the purpose, as when the demon assumes first the form of a woman, and afterwards of a man, just as they take the seed of other things for other generating purposes. As Augustine says,
Succubi are malicious demons that extract fluids from men through their dreams.
if male sex demons exist, then female sex demons must as well. In fact, they are far more popular than the Incubi, and often appear as characters in popular fiction, which probably says a little something about our culture's ideas on sexual taboo. The word succubus is derived from the Latin word succuba, which means strumpet. Succuba is derived from succubere, which means to lie under. Similar to incubi, succubi were also ugly and malformed, and only in modern times have they received a glamorous makeover. Just as the incubi assault women to impregnate them, succubi do almost the same to men in order to conceive demon babies called cambion.
Incubi are violent demons that attack women in their sleep.
Incubi are violent demons that attack women in their sleep.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and like and comment down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.